Alright, Shalom. Brakathy Hawa Bahashem Yahushai. Bahashem Arakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well and who taught me this truth. Shalom to you brothers, man. You confusion of face brothers who appear to be the other nations, but are in fact Israel, man. Call hello Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Arakah Kwadash Brakathon to you, sincere and hopeful elect. This is a big deal, man. NATO members increased defense spending by $100 billion after DJ Trump called them delinquents. You see the picture here. So this was at a NATO summit a couple years ago, but this article was today. NATO states will increase their defense spending by $100 billion in response to DJ Trump's demands that European allies should shoulder a greater financial burden. The Alliance's Secretary General has said, yeah, because Trump is tired of paying crazy money to keep NATO running, man. So now he wants other people to chip in. Jens Stoltenberg said on Sunday that the alliance had heard Mr. Trump's call for non-U.S. members to shoulder a greater financial burden loud and clear, and that allies are stepping up. In conciliatory comments apparently designed to smooth over repeated public criticism of other alliance members by the U.S. leader, Mr. Stoltenberg said member states had agreed to add $100 billion to defense budgets over the next 2 years. And why is that, man? Because NATO NATO is gathering itself, man. The beast is gathering itself up. Mr. Trump had repeatedly he repeatedly complained that other members of NATO do not meet their spending commitments, including a blistering tirade at the NATO summit in Brussels in July, which called other member governments delinquent. So you see that Trump, man, he wants the other nations, right, to chip in. And see, that's one of the reasons why everybody's rising up against America. Because here it is, America done stole every damn thing, and now you want people to, basically pay for the beast, man. Trump wants people to pay for the wall, and he wants people to pay to make the beast, man. And the beast is already here, man. So I'm gonna do my best DJ Trump impression. NATO Secretary General just stated that because of me, NATO has been able to raise far more money than ever before from its members after many years of decline. It's called burden sharing. Also, more united. Dems and fake news like to portray the opposite. And man, Trump is crazy. He's just insane, man. Cause by poking these sleeping beasts, he's riling up the nations, man. The nations are gathered up against Babylon. He sent shockwaves through NATO last year when he questioned the alliance's value to the U.S. So now he won't smoke with NATO, man. Last week, the New York Times reported that he had multiple discussions with his top security advisors in 2008 about withdrawing. Speaking on Fox News, a channel favored by the president, Mr. Stoltenberg praised Mr. Trump's tough line. President Trump has been very clear he is committed to NATO, but at the same time, he clearly stated that NATO allies need to invest more, said the former Norwegian Prime Minister. Yeah, man. And because of that, the countries are against him, man. We see some real money and real results, and we see that a clear message from President Trump is having an impact. NATO allies have heard the president loud and clear. NATO allies are stepping up, and the reason why they're increasing their spending is because they're gathering their weapons, man. What he's doing is to help us adapt the alliance, which we need, he said. This is a clear message to Russia, and I think they see that. Member nations and Slovakia. Russia is the biggest is the biggest opposition of NATO. Member nations agreed in 2014 to spend 2% of their gross domestic products on defense by 2024. But only 4 of the alliance's 29 countries have already met that target, with just 15 expected to reach it by the deadline. Later on Sunday, DJ Trump welcomed the praise, taking credit for the pledge of additional funding. Yeah, he's always taking credit for himself, man. That's the problem with Esau, man. He's always praising himself. All right. Says Mr. Trump's public doubts about the utility of the NATO alliance have alarmed European allies concerned about a repeat of Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea and invasion of East Ukraine. In which that was a countermeasure because NATO was trying to take over the Ukraine, man. So Russia had to push back. So the spirit of the Medes, right, which are the Russians, are to go against NATO, you see. But they're Edomites too. You see, the Russians are Edomites also. So there's sedition amongst men, So let's just go to this. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wandered after the beast. Yeah, so this is describing America, man. Because at first Rome was done. But see, Rome is here again as America, right? And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, right? Which is Esau. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Yeah, because NATO, man, NATO cannot be stopped. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. Yeah, so these different meetings, right? And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. Yeah, so for a specific amount of time, the power was given to him. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Racha Kodash, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. And who's his tabernacle? The elect men, of Israel, and them that dwell in heaven, right? which are you Jakes, man. It was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Yeah, because through NATO, through the UN, and through EU, they have a one world sort of jurisdiction, And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. And who is that Lamb that was slain? Yahushua HaMashiach. All right. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Yes, you Edomites, man, that did what you did, and committed all these atrocities, Y'all are going to be put into captivity too. And best believe every day Esau is going to work, man. He's going to work. He's going to work himself to death, man. And we're going to be beating y'all's ass all day. Even you baby Edomites, right? Y'all are going to be picking cotton, 3 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old. We're going to give you a little bag, and you're going to go out there and you're going to pick cotton, man, in the hot sun. And we're going to have a Hamite whipping your ass if you don't, man. Straight like that. We have no remorse for you so-called white people. The elect men of the Lord have no remorse for y'all, man. Y'all are going to get y'all's judgment. Through Yahushua HaMashiach, and also through the men that are here on the earth, man. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Yeah, you see, because everybody has that same Edomite philosophy about democracy and diplomacy, right? And so these beasts, right, the EU, NATO, and such, they speak like Esau, man. How can we come up with a resolution? You see, that's a Edomite way of speaking. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Right? So everybody has a worship of America, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And how does he do that? Through his bombs, man. Firstly through the atom bomb, right? And ultimately through the nuclear bomb, right? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Yeah, so in order for you to do certain things, what do you have to do? You have to make sure it's okay with the UN. You see, because the UN can do whatever it wants to, but if you do anything, then that's war crimes. Well, hold up. How come these Edomites haven't been tried for war crimes? In which they're going to be, man, very soon. It says that they make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, man. So that's this way of life, because eventually it's gonna get to the point where we're gonna have to take the chip, man. And if you don't take the chip and fall in line to the beast system, well, you're gonna be put to death, man. And the men of the Lord are all for it. We don't even care. We'll do it, man, because for Hamashiach's sake, we'll lose our life, man. We'll lay it down. It says here, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So that's plain as day, man. And so for all y'all talking about the mark of the beast isn't the chip, y'all are fucking idiots. Has some guy, and there's always your same little group of scoffers, and he's saying, oh, well, the mark of the beast isn't the chip. Well, then what the fuck is it then, man? The mark of the beast is the chip, man. There ain't no other doctrine outside of that. And if you teaching that the mark of the beast is Christianity, then you fucking bugged out, man. Fucking bug outs. And that no man might buy or sell. Yes, you not gonna be able to do anything in this society without the chip, man. Eventually it's gonna get to the point you can't even start your car without the chip. You're not gonna be able to enter certain buildings without the chip, man. It says, save he that had the mark. So if you have the mark, you'll be able to be, quote unquote, part of society. And who wants to be part of this society? Esau society. It's nothing but piss here, man. It's nothing but piss and death and destruction, man. Needles in the street, feces. That's why this world is nothing but piss and shit, man. It says here, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 366, and a score is 20. So that is 666. 666, which that microchip, its blueprint is based off of a 666 numerical system, man. So this is all proclaimed in the Bible, man. All you people that are saying this and that about the mark of the beast, it's the microchip. And if you take it, your ass is going to get hit by a missile, man. It's not time to play games. You're hearing about the Israelites on the TV. That the whole world is starting to understand who the Israelites are, man. So the Lord is showing the world who his men are. So this thing is heating up, man. This thing is heating up. NATO is heating up. There's a reason why they spent $100 billion, man. That's a big indicator. Get ready, man. And that don't mean get guns or save up food. No, save up the spiritual food, man. Go out and edify the hopeful elect, man. Be brotherly, And it happens, man. Sometimes you have certain things happen, but you got to continue to edify the men. You know, because the men of the Lord are the pivotal key to this. You know, because here on the earth we're proclaiming the majesty Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, so we are here to be a rock. You know, because since Yahushai can't be here right now, we have to be a representative of him until he comes. And when Yahushua comes, man, he's gonna do things that we never imagined on the earth, man. He's gonna do things that we never imagined, and we're gonna be there. We're gonna do it with him, you know. We're gonna be taking out the elite. We're gonna be slicing and dicing you Edomites and you heathens, man. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Let me go ahead and get that. No, it's acting like, here we go. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. So, you're going out and you're trying to reach the hopeful elect. You know what I mean? And when you're not doing that, you're making videos reaching out to the hopeful elect. And after, I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain. Right? So the Lord, right, is going to give spiritual powers to 144,000 men. And those 144,000 men are going to be sent back down onto the earth to give judgment to the elite, man. And to you Edomites and you heathen nations, man. So every mountain, so every nation is gonna get it, man. All of y'all, don't think you ain't gonna get it. And everywhere is gonna be searched out, right? And from every hill, so everybody, man. And out of the holes of the rocks, so those deep underground military bases that Esau's building, those submarine bases that Esau's building, the Lord is going to give us the spiritual powers, man, to go right through that, man. So, hey, hopefully that was edifying. Call along Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, and shalom to the hopeful elect.